friends, this is TNC TV official from where you can get knowledge of English. Have you ever asked yourself if I don't speak English fluently? I'm telling you at TNC TV official we promote English fluency. Evidence that you have attended different classes until now you're still having the challenges of communicating with the foreigners. Please come here. We teach you, we support you, we make you understand all of the lessons of English. I'm telling you, you're going to speak English within only 3 months. Our target is to speak English within 3 months. This target is for the people who have attended different classes. They did the primary, secondary, university, but until now they're still having the challenges of communicating with the foreigners. I've seen that when you know English, you have to make sure that you don't have any problem with the foreigners during communicating. You have to communicate with the Americans, British, and the English native. I told you that concerning to the accent is not a matter, is not a challenge. Because when you get the opportunity to live with the Americans, British, or English natives, I'm telling you, within only 1 month or 2 weeks, you are speaking English like them. But there is a condition. The condition is that you have a package of vocabulary, expressions, of course, and skills of English. Skills of English are these ones. You have to know more about the nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, articles, conjunctions, phrase words, and interjections. You make sure that you don't have any problem if I ask you such a question. If it is the first time you are opening a video here, if there is that you have subscribed to this channel, I'm telling you, you know more about your term meaning, nouns, people, animals, things, places, times, and ideas. Pronouns. Personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, reflexive pronouns, and reciprocal what? Pronouns. Verbs, auxiliary verbs, modal verbs, and the full what? And the full verbs. Adverbs, manner, frequency, quality, quantity, degree, place, times. You see here, you know adverbs. Adjectives, qualificative, possessive, demonstrative, interrogative, indicative, and numeral. Adjectives, of course. You have to know adjectives. Articles, definite article and indefinite what? Indefinite article. Conjunctions, there are some words that are there to connect other words, such as or, but, and, with, and so on. The words like that. Prepositions, the locations what? Okay. There are some words that demonstrate the locations, such as to, at, from, over, beside, in front of, behind, between, in the middle. Those words are called the prepositions. You have to know them. Phrasal words, as long as well as, by the way, so that, in order that, so as that. Although, instead of, even if, such words you have to know them, how they are used in the sentences. I'm spelling them like this because I know you did a primary, secondary, university, and you have met them frequently. There's no reason to say that it's the first time you are listening to these words. These 10 kinds of words, already know them. Interjections, oh la la, hey, wow. And those are interjections. Such words, you know them, I know. That's why every time I create the video, every time I'm teaching here to TNC TV official, every time I'm explaining more about the lessons, I spell them. Try to spell them too. When I say, please tell me 10 lessons you know in English, this is the channel of literate people, or people who have studied, of people who want to improve their English fluency. Yes, you did the sciences, you did the letters and the literature, but to communicate with the foreigners is a challenge for you. This world, you know, day by day is getting digital. Everywhere you reach, all over the world, you meet the people with whom you can share the conversations in English. How can you live long? How can you prosper? How can you develop yourself? How can you cooperate with the foreigners speaking local language? I was born here in Rwanda, grew up in Rwanda, studied in Rwanda. I made more researches. I have seen that it is possible to practice English like American, like British, like English native. You can listen to the foreigners. They can listen to you too. Oh, let me thank so much the subscribers. These days, really, we are growing up. Already, we have reached to 3K. It's a large number of subscribers to me here, dear friends. I believe you're going to start following all of the lessons. You're gonna advise me. You're gonna come here to TNC TV official. We make different conversations. We prove that we are speaking English. We practice English. We prove that you don't have any problem with the Americans, British, English native. In communication, you communicate, you understand each other. You listen to them, they listen to you too. You share the conversations. In the different companies where English is practiced, is used, you don't have a fear to go to apply there. During the interviews, you have to be able to convince the panel, to convince the audience. Friends, I'm telling you, it's possible to practice English. It's possible to speak English. You can speak it fluently. Don't say, I speak poor English, I speak little English. And you have to be advanced. You have to advance day by day. You have to improve your vocabulary. There are different platforms on which you can get skills and knowledge of English. It is possible. Here to TNC TV official grammar, we enter in grammar deeply, in details. We teach you. We don't exceed 3 months. I'm telling you, you give order of the book, Get Knowledge myself, I've written. It's gonna support you. It's gonna help you to understand what you're supposed to do to be fluent in English. Dear friends from Uganda, dear friends from Nigeria, dear friends from Zimbabwe, dear friends from South Africa, from Sudan, South Sudan, dear friends from Canada, dear friends from India, dear friends from Russia, dear friends from USA, dear friends from UK. I'm sparing the countries in which I found the followers. I found the people who have liked this channel. This is the channel for illiterate people. If you want to speak English freely, yes, to know your local language. I don't despise your local language, but I want you promote English because, everywhere in the world you are going to travel, you'll meet the people with whom you can share the conversations in English. Here we have started to teach fast English, not slow English. When you speak fastly. And the words, the expressions, they come fastly, conjugate better the verbs. Friends, you leave a comment. If there is any strange idea, you leave a comment. I'm skillful. I'm ready to support you. I'm ready to teach you. I'm ready to deliver you online classes. Keep watching our videos. You make sure you subscribe to this channel. You leave a comment. I'm ready to welcome you, to host you here to this channel. We make different debates. You ask me the questions, I ask you the question too. And you try to convince me. I try to convince you too. Dear friends, I love you so much. You, especially the ones who have subscribed. Keep watching our videos. You're going to see that day by day there's improvement. Remind yourself day by day 10 lessons. Nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions, phrase words, and interjections. I'm not despising the books of other writers. I have written myself my book after making more researches, after detecting different books of the best English writers. I've seen that it is possible to learn English without any problem. You can learn it and you know it and speak it fluently, like American, like British, like English native. Get skillful, get knowledgeable. This year 2024, it's the year in which everybody who has decided to follow me should be able either to introduce himself and introduce the surroundings. You have to communicate with the foreigners. You have to communicate with the English speakers. You have to be literate. Dear friends, you are going to prove that you are literate on condition that you speak English very well. Because all over in the world, English is used. English is practiced. It is possible, dear friends. Don't have scare. Don't have fear. Don't frighten before the foreigner. Believe in yourself and get confident. You're going to see that day by day there is improvement in your English fluency. I love you guys everywhere you are. You support me when you watch my videos. Please make sure you have subscribed. You share the videos. You share the videos. You like the videos. You show me on the comment what I can correct. I'm ready to correct because me too, English is not my mother tongue, but I did more researches about it. I did letters and literature, of course, like you. But you have to make sure I don't have any problem about communication in English. When you meet the foreigners, you don't have any problem. They become your friends. You cooperate in different businesses. Happy Sunday. See you next time. Bye-bye. See you next time.